What is digital journalism? How is it different from print, TV, and radio? And can it help journalism thrive? Hi, my name is Jahanzaib Haque, and I'm the Chief Digital Strategist and Editor at Dawn.com. I've been a digital journalist for 10 years, so let's see what I actually do. At its most basic, digital journalism is the act of producing and publishing news on the internet in a wide variety of formats. In some ways, digital journalism offers the best of all the mediums, giving the audience and journalists a ton of choice in terms of how to present a story. Radio is replaced by podcasts, voice notes, live streams. Print can be as long or as short as the internet allows, which means you could do an entire PDF of 50,000 words or a tweet which is just a few characters. Similarly, photographs can be very, very small or infinitely large in scale and completely zoomable. Similarly, TV is now replaced by GIFs. It's replaced by short video clips, or it can be long videos which can go on platforms like YouTube. So for a journalist, this means their story can appear in multiple formats at the very same time. This is great for a multidimensional, multitasking journalist, or a huge challenge for journalists who are stuck in one medium and the mindset of a single medium. Keep in mind, the differences don't just end here. The greatest defining characteristic of digital journalism, perhaps, is interactivity. This is where journalists can present their stories in a way where the audience itself can become a part of what is being presented. You see, each user is no longer a passive consumer of news. In fact, they can be an interactive participant. So, for example, a story can have the simplest of interactivity in the form of embeddable links, where you could click and go to a primary source or other item related to the content. And if you continue to look at it, stories can get as complex as you like in the digital space. This can include interactive charts. It can include maps, which you can zoom into and interact with. And at its highest level, you can have full 3D virtual experiences which an audience can jump right into. Take a look at this New York Times project, which looks at the coronavirus and how it spreads inside the cockpit of an aircraft. The experience itself lets you go straight in and assume the position of the actual passenger, so you can see how the disease spreads across the cabin. Secondly, digital content is completely shareable. What this means is that audiences can take what they like or dislike and share it across the communities and individuals that they are constantly in touch with. This has had a major impact on breaking news, where digital journalism is now far faster than print or TV. However, at the same time, it has led to the problem of disinformation and misinformation. Finally, digital journalism can be commented on, both on the platforms of the publishers as well as across the entire internet and social media. What this has done is given users far greater ownership of the news itself. They can comment on it, and their opinion matters because it becomes a part of the story itself. However, at the same time, what this means is there is greater accountability for journalists who publish online. This leads us to the final major quality which defines digital journalism, which is sources. The internet is no longer just a place for publishing. It can actually be your primary source or your secondary source, or give you access to a vast amount of research which defines your story itself. Take a look at this example of CNN covering the earthquake in Haiti. If you take a look, every little while they are using social media updates to keep users abreast with what's happening on ground. At its best, a story can be entirely curated from the audience itself by raising a call to action, asking them to share information around a particular topic or event. From the earlier example, we can see how CNN calls upon its audience to submit photos, videos, and information about the earthquake directly to them. To conclude, digital journalism is defined by the very nature of the internet itself. And unlike some of the other mediums, as the internet continues to evolve, we can expect digital journalism to be defined in many new ways as well.